Right. Every once in a 4 year, the world stops. Football fever is in the high. The world celebrates the legends, the new faces, the aura of the World Cup. So let's get into it. Like the title says, the World Cup is here. Legends last dance, and a new era begins. Let's play football. The World Cup. For 4 years, we have waited. For 1,461 days, the world has held its breath. And now it's here. The 2026 FIFA World Cup has officially begun. And this is one of the most interesting and different tournaments. For the first time in history, three nations are hosting: the United States of America, Canada, and Mexico. All three nations of the Northern Hemisphere will collaborate for the World Cup. For the first time, 48 teams are competing for the greatest prize in sporting entertainment. And for the first time in 2 decades, we are saying goodbye. The opening ceremony in Mexico was a spectacular. Shakira performed at the Azteca Stadium was a wall of green. 80,824 fans, all of them screaming from the top of their lungs. And just in 9 minutes, boom, Julian Jonas picked up the ball, drove through the South African defense, and smashed it through the goalkeeper's legs. The stadium erupted, the first goal of the 2026 World Cup, and it belongs to Mexico. How ironic to have 16 years ago, South Africa scored against them. 16 years later, Mexico does. But that was just the beginning. Because this game, I'm not kidding, this game had everything. Guiones hit the post just before halftime. 5 minutes into the second half, denied a goal scoring opportunity, sent off. Second red card, South African Temba Zwane. At this point, the Mexican fans were laughing. The stadium was just erupting with cheers, and every time a South African player was boos. Then, and if you remember the Argentina Netherlands games, you know, like, that is crazy. We just got three in one match. So the final score, Mexico 2, South Africa 0. But the story was chaos, passion, heartbreak. Reminded that the World Cup is the greatest show on earth. Part 3, the legends, one last dance. But here's what makes this World Cup different. Here's what makes it hurt. For nearly 20 years, the world of football has revolved around two names, Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. The debate on who is the greatest, who has defined a generation, who has more trophies, who has more goals. But after this tournament, that debate might finally end, because this is almost certainly the last time we will see them on the stage. Lionel Messi is 39 years old, the defending champion, the GOAT. He's won it all. In 2022, he won the FIFA World Cup, the trophy that completed his legacy. He has nothing left to prove. And yet, here he is. One more run, one more dance. He'll become the first player in history to appear in 6 World Cups. Well, besides Cristiano Ronaldo and Ocho, who will also make history at night. Player in the history of the sport. Argentinians believe in him, and he will deliver. Cristiano Ronaldo, the GOAT. 41 years old. The only trophy missing from his cabinet is the World Cup trophy. The one that got away. This is it. His last chance. Portugal has the best squad he's ever played with. But can he still do it at 41? We're about to find out. Can he achieve his childhood dream? Neymar Jr., he said it himself, this is his last World Cup. The boy who arrived in 2014 as Brazil's greatest hope. The boy who carried the weight of a nation. The prince who was never crowned king. The one who broke down after the 7-1 loss to Germany. The one who fought through injuries, through doubt, through everything. He has 8 World Cup goals. He wants more. Brazil wants the 6th star, and Neymar wants to go out on top. Luka Modric, 40 years old, the man who led tiny Croatia to the World Cup final, to a 3rd place finish. The Ballon d'Or winner who proved that size doesn't matter, heart does. This is his farewell. Manuel Neuer, 40 years old, the goalkeeper who reinvented this position. The sweeper keeper. The 2014 champions, back for one more round. Ocho, 40 years old, Mexico's eternal hero, playing in his sixth World Cup on home soil. The Azteca is his home, and he's not done yet. These are Titans, the last of our generation. Part 4, the new generation. The crown is up for the grabs. But here's the beautiful thing about football. When one chapter ends, another one begins. For the first time since the mid 2000s, there is no absolute king, no undisputed best player in the world. The throne is empty, and a new generation is ready to fight for it. Kylian Mbappe, 27 years old, to take the crown. This might be it. Erling Haaland, 25 years old, a robot, a goal-scoring machine. But here's the thing, he's never played in a World Cup before. Norway qualified for the first time in decades, and Haaland is hungry. Jude Bellingham, 23 years old, the heart of England, midfield. Already a Real Madrid legend. Leadership, physicality, attacking firepower. He carries a nation hopes on his shoulder, and he's still a kid. Jamal Musiala, 23 years old, Germany's magic man, the dribbler, the creator, the future of German football. Lamine Yamal, 19 years old, Spain's teenage sensation, the kid who makes you feel the way the world felt when Messi emerged 20 years ago. Impossible talent, beyond his years. He could be the face of this next decade. Endrick, 19 years old, Brazil's next great hope, the boy who is supposed to carry the weight of the yellow jersey after Neymar walks away. No pressure, kid, but you got it. Vinicius Jr., at his peak, Brazil's attacking air, pace, unpredictability, flair. He might be the one that could carry on Ronaldo's legacy. Ronaldo Rosario, not Cristiano. Rafinha, you asked about him, and yes, the Brazilian winger, the workhorse, the man who never stops running. This is his chance to prove he belongs amongst the greats. This World Cup is not just about who lifts the trophy. It's about who claims the throne, who becomes the face of the new era. Haaland, Mbappe, Bellingham, or someone who haven't even heard of yet. That's the magic of the World Cup. Legends are made, legends are born, and legends die. Part 5, what it means, the final chapter. This is the World Cup. This is a special tournament. But especially this tournament wasn't a fluke or corruption. It's about reminding the world why he's the greatest of all time. For Ronaldo, it's about legacy, about finally capturing the one trophy that has always eluded you your whole life. You spoke about this as a kid. For Neymar, it's about redemption. It's about silencing the critics, about delivering the sixth star for Brazil. For Modric, it's about proving that miracles can happen twice. For the young stars, such as Lamine Yamal, Bellingham, Musiala, Endrick, Haaland, and etc., it's about announcing themselves to the world. For fans, it's about saying goodbye. We've been watching these legends for 20 years. 20 years of magic, 20 years of debates, 20 years of moments that made us fall in love with football. And now it's ending. The 2006 World Cup was their first appearance. Messi and Ronaldo's footsteps, first steps on the biggest stage. 20 years later, this is the last of their steps in the biggest stage. So, when you watch Argentinian play, when you watch Portugal play, when you watch Brazil play, when you watch Croatia play, don't look away because you're witnessing history. When I watched Eden Hazard play in the 2018 World Cup, I didn't expect it to be his last. So I'm putting the same expectation on these guys too. The final chapter of football's golden generation will probably end in July 2000. Yeah. The World Cup is here. 48 teams, 104 matches, one trophy. The legends are ready, the young stars are hungry, and for the next month, the entire world will be watching. Best believe I'll be watching. So tell me in the comments, who you rooting for? Are you Team Messi or are you Team Ronaldo? The Last Dance, or Final Shot. And we're doing a mini series on the World Cup. We're gonna be talking more about the legends doing their document. So follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. We talk about the next final run to the NBA finals. But yeah, follow me for more.